this is me, Linda, and welcome to my channel, Linda's Mysteries, meant for your most blissful growth. And here we actually go through topics like tarot, spirituality, mindfulness, intuition, and its development. Today and right now, you might be either experiencing at this moment that you did a tarot spread reading and you got stuck and now you found this video, or the second option, yeah, you perhaps get stuck from time to time and now you want to elevate your tarot reading skills and understand how to not get stuck, right? This is a topic that is really important, and it also has happened to, in my opinion, every tarot reader. At least so far I haven't met anybody who has never been stuck in a tarot reading before. So it is okay, it can happen, and there are ways how to get out of it. First of all, I have to inform you that there are multiple ways how you can learn tarot card reading. And if you learn the more memorizing method, sadly, it actually will get you stuck more often. What I mean by that is you have memorized specific card meanings, perhaps through the little book that came into the tarot card deck, or maybe you bought a book that says specific meanings. Maybe you're looking at some meanings here online, maybe in even my videos, and you are trying to repeat those meanings. But then when you do a tarot spread, you might be now meeting other positions, like specific position or a question, and you don't see how the F it relates, right? I understand you. So this can happen quite strongly if you're memorizing, because you are in a space where you are literally limiting your ability to add something yourself. So if you would be able to add something from yourself, you could be a bit more flexible, you could be a little bit more open, right? And that's what actually those who read tarot cards intuitively, the method that I use and teach, is gonna be open to them. So when you are reading tarot intuitively, yes, you can still get stuck. It does happen to the best of us. It's okay. It's something we can overcome. But the way we would overcome it, we would return to our intuition. And especially if you have learned from me, there's a specific ritual that we do, and it's quite easy. But at the same time, maybe you also have you might read tarot intuitively and haven't learned from me, and maybe you build some other ritual around it, and that ritual probably gets the person and the feeling of stuckness away. What I mean by this is that yes, there are ways out of it. The simplest form, when you feel stuck and you just can't make sense of whatever, how the question is relating to the spread, or how do I even understand what's in front of me, or maybe the symbol is so complex and you have no idea. My first suggestion is to take deep breaths. So this is gonna be part of the method that I always teach and use. So by having deep breath, especially in your belly, is gonna help you to actually ground in your body more. And our intuition is part of our body. So that can actually allow you to be a little bit more open. If you are from the area where you have just memorized things, maybe for once you are allowed to add something yourself. Maybe for once you are allowed to play and have fun and actually understand that the tarot card meanings were created by one thing and only that thing, a human mind. Yes, there are many human minds, so there are many tarot card meanings out there. And every little deck of cards has somebody who wrote some specific keywords and meanings to them. So they add to the whole, vast universe out there of the possible meanings. And there are already those who were, at the beginning when divination became a thing, which, by the way, tarot cards were not always used for divination. It started just a few centuries ago, so it's actually quite new. But returning back to how you can get unstuck is by, taking those nice deep breaths and being a bit more grounded into your body. And if you do that, allow your mind to play a bit actually play like a kid. Kids know how to be imaginative and they rarely get stuck in their imagination. They mostly just go on and on and on and on, even if it scares them. So, allowing yourself to get into that mode that you are definitely capable of doing because you once were a kid and you also imagine things, allowing yourself to be playful in that way actually can get you to adding something to the reading. So if there's a question that didn't go together with the meanings you were told before, perhaps now you look again at the question, take those deep breaths, and look at the card with those fresh kid-like eyes. And once you're looking at the card, allow yourself to be playful and just make up a story of what you're seeing there. And maybe that story starts to connect with the question. See it from there. I do advise to journal. That's as a second tip, because sometimes when we journal, we allow ourselves to be quite creative naturally. So if you allow yourself to be open in that way, maybe something will come out from you that is that added thing as well. So those are the two options that I'm giving you for now. Of course, you also have a chance to talk to other people and ask them what they feel about the card. That can also get you somewhere, right? But my last and main tip is don't put the spread away. Don't give up on it, okay? So listen me out. I know this might be hard, especially if you're, you made the spread about something that is really deeply important, personal to you, and you really want to understand the fucking message, and you're like, I don't get this shit. I get it. It's annoying. I've been there. So in that space, please, by the deep breaths and everything, allow your system to be a bit more calm, because the next step, by just keeping it open for longer, can actually get you to that space of adding something from yourself and understanding from yourself. Because if you're doing a tarot spread for yourself, the chances are that you are reflecting, especially if you're doing an intuitive tarot reading. And the reflecting process sometimes is a bit hard because we have to acknowledge, or mind has to acknowledge things that we don't want to be aware of, something that is coming out from our subconscious. But the thing is, the beautiful pictures of tarot cards bring out subconscious messages. And if we are opening ourselves up to them, then we can start to see them. And they might not be written in those books. They might not be pre-written in a keyword. They might be coming from you. So if you keep open this specific spread and journal about it and return to it, the next day. If you did the spread in the morning, return in the evening and look at it again with fresh eyes. And if it's not there yet, allow it to simmer for a few days. Give it a few days. Please do that and see how it actually transforms over time. And also do write about it or something if you're doing it on your own, because then you can reflect the most. Then you will see what you wrote down each day and you will be able to understand the differences. Okay? If you were doing this spread for others, then I would really, really, really suggest for you to learn the intuitive tarot reading method, because then you would instantly know the specific steps that I always give to my students. That even when a person is in front of you and you're stuck, you can actually take specific steps and return to yourself fully, to the intuitive space that really knows how to give. Because when we are stuck, that means that we are blocking our ability to be creative and intuitive. And usually that happens when, there's something in the message that either shows personally to us, or we're a little bit afraid to say it to somebody else, or there might be something, or simply it seems illogical. But if you're reading for somebody else, you don't know their full life experience. Even if it's your best friend, I promise you, there are things that only we know of ourselves. So in a way, tarot can reveal a lot. And it takes time and practice to actually get to a space where we can give very openly and honestly to another person. That's why I usually train my students through Tarot Pro course to be tarot readers for others, where they really know the intuitive method and really feel confident before starting to read for other people. And it's okay if you're just training and you're on the journey, I understand, it's a part of it. But that's why I'm saying, if you have specific methods, they will always help you to return to the space of being intuitive and being able to really decipher any card deck, any card meaning to any question. Okay, now I've shared my part and I really hope that it gave you something. So let me know in the comments below if this was, connecting you to the bits that you needed, or perhaps you have more questions about this. Let me know. I'm curious to answer your burning insights and questions. And for now, this is my channel meant for your most blissful growth, and I will see you the next time. Ciao!